Happy New Year's. Hope you guys are off to a wonderful 2014. Um, I'm going to be doing a video today that is going to be the second part of the series that I introduced last time, Exceptions to the Rule. Before I get started, someone asked about this last time, so I just want to start at the beginning by saying this is um, a 2-day old or a 1-day old wash and go, a second day hair wash and go. A conditioner only. So I normally use a light gel, but this time I wanted to mix it up a little bit, and I used just the Giovanni Direct Leave-In, which the way I use it is like a rinse out. I put it in my hair in the shower, detangle my hair, and then I rinse out a portion of it and leave some in. So I left probably about, I don't know, maybe 40–50% of the conditioner in, and then I dried it under a hooded dryer. So I like it because it's bigger and it's like fluffy. So I'm feeling it today, feeling my hair, yes. So, all right. So today I want to talk to you about silicones, mineral oil, the CG method, all that good stuff. So I want to start at the beginning by saying I am a sort of a strict curly girl method follower. I've been following the Curly Girl method for going on 2 years, actually 2 or 3 years, maybe going on 3 years. I'm not sure, for a while. And I think it's like the best thing I've ever done for my hair. And I follow it all the way. I finger detangle. I don't straighten my hair. I don't use silicones. I don't use sulfates. I follow the method pretty closely to the way it's outlined in the book. But having said that, I think that some of the information about silicones and even the information that is presented in Lorraine Massey's book is misleading. And so I want to just talk about my thoughts on the use of silicones, the use of mineral oil and heavy products like that, and what potential benefits for the hair and reasons that they might need to be avoided that are sort of different from what's out there. So the first thing I'll say, before going CG this last time, because initially I tried this Curly Girl method way back in the day, like in 2004. I tried it and I did it for about a year before I, got enticed by other products and other methods and decided to try other things. But before doing it this time around, I was the exact opposite of CG. So my staple products before I started following the method this time around were Miss Jessie's Curly Meringue. I didn't use sulfate cleansers, but I did use sudsing cleansers. Let's see. Pretty much I was not in any way, shape, form, or fashion avoiding silicones, mineral oil. In fact, I had come to the conclusion that mineral oil was great for my hair. And I was following the tightly curly method, sort of a modified version of that. So instead of using conditioner only, I would use the curly meringue and then even top it with a little bit of gel sometimes. So the only reason I stopped doing that, it was not because I thought there was anything wrong with my hair. I stopped doing it because the tightly curly method itself, if you've ever tried it or looked into it, then you know it is time intensive. So I had just had a baby and I was styling my hair once a week. So that's pretty good. I mean, during the week it was fine. I'd take my braid out, spritz it with some water, and I'd be done. But on wash day, it would take me 4 hours to do my hair from start, like I step in the shower to wash my hair, to I'm done applying my product, would be like 3 to 4 hours. And then I had to let that stuff dry, which would take the rest of the day. And if you have children, then you know, right? If I have 3 extra hours, I don't want to be standing up doing my hair. So I just got tired of that. And I was looking for something, a way of caring for my hair that would be like, I wanted wash and go, for real wash and go. Like when I stepped out the shower, I would be done with my hair. And I got to a point where I'm like, I don't care what it looks like. I just need something that'll make it not be like crazy froed out. But yeah, I'm done with this life. So I started looking back into the Curly Girl method, because if you've read the book, then you know that Lorraine Massey, her style time, like total time that she estimates for corkscrew curly hair is like 10, 15 minutes. And that was right up my alley. So the first time I tried the curly girl method, right, I went out and I decided I was going to use DevaCurl products because I just wanted to. And so I did my hair, and yeah, it didn't look bad. It looked fine. I didn't use gel at this time. I just used a conditioner because, again, I didn't want to do anything outside the shower. But I just used a conditioner, and the curls were a little stringy and it was a lot poofier than normal, but it was fine. And I just concluded like, hey, this is what my hair looks like. This is what my hair does when I don't like manipulate it to within an inch of its life. These are my curls. So I was fine. I was good. So remember what I said. Prior to doing this, I would style my hair once a week, and it would last, and it would feel soft, and it would be shiny. It would do all of that for 7 full days. First day of doing my hair the CG way, it looked decent. I woke up the next morning fully expecting to be able to rock second day hair. My hair was dry as the Sahara Desert. It was like straw. And I couldn't understand what was going on. So, I chalked it up to, maybe I used too much conditioner or not enough conditioner. Hopped in the shower, redid my hair, same thing. Got out the shower, my hair looked great. It was fine, poofy, whatever, but it was good. Let it dry, woke up the next morning, dry as the Sahara Desert. And so I'm trying to figure out what the heck happened. Just a little while ago, I was able to go 7 days and have like wonderfully soft, shiny hair, and now I can't even go a day. So I went back and I started looking at the book and noticed people talking about, it takes some time for your hair to get adjusted. One woman talks about, having to sleep in her conditioner for a while. So I'm like, And it occurred to me what was going on. What I didn't mention was, while I was following the tightly curly method, while I was using the Miss Jessie's products, which are, mineral oil laden and silicone filled, my hair was fine. It looked healthy. It felt good. It was growing. I thought everything was good, but I still had breakage. Always had breakage. And part of the reason why I like the tightly curly method is because I only had to do my hair once a week. And when I would experience my breakage would be on wash day, like the manipulation. I would just have tons of breakage. But during the week, I didn't have any. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe I just have very, delicate strands and they're prone to breakage. And this is just something I'm going to have to deal with. What I realized once I started following the CG method was that what was actually happening is that my hair had just been dry. What the silicones and what the mineral oil had done was mask the actual condition of my hair. So I thought that my hair was healthy and shiny because it felt soft and it looked good, but it was the product that was making it do that. At that time, when I was doing the tightly curly method, I used to use a boatload of product. Like the Miss Jessie's Curly Moraine combs, I would buy the 8-ounce size. Was only doing my hair once a week. I would go through easily 2 to 2.5 jars of that stuff in a month. Like, I was slathering on product. And I had always just believed that because of the kind of hair I had, because I have tightly curled hair and it's thick and, that I needed a lot of product. And even when I would read, the Lorraine Massey's book, she talks about that. Like, certain curl patterns are drier and they'll need more product than others. And I would watch videos and people would talk about needing more product. So I just thought that was normal. So this is what I learned from that experience. So the way that silicones and mineral oils work, and especially some of the silicones that are out now that actually can give you targeted conditioning. So if there are places in your hair, I know amodimethicone is one of these that does this. If there are parts of your hair that are more damaged than the other parts of your hair, it will have a higher negative charge. And so those conditioners, those silicones, are targeted to those areas and they'll latch on and form a coating that will, again, protect it. Now, in some ways this can work. It can help seal in moisture. Silicones are an excellent sealant. The problem that I see with them, and the reason why I would caution against the way that you use them, is that they can cause you to think your hair is in better condition than it is. So I don't at all think it is the case that silicones will damage your hair. They don't suffocate your strands. Our hair is dead, so you can't suffocate it. If you have fine hair, or if you're not fine, but if you have highly porous hair, silicones might be very beneficial for you as far as sealing the cuticle and laying it down and helping you to retain moisture in your hair. But what I would advise is, and it goes back to what I mentioned in the first video, you have to know your hair. I think that everyone who is on a journey to being natural should, for a month at least, follow something like the Curly Girl method, where you're not using heavy product, silicones, mineral oils, things that will mask what's actually going on with your hair, so that you can see what's really going on. What I've learned since being CG is that my hair does not require a boatload of product. I use very little product in my hair now, and my hair looks better than it ever did. I don't, like I said, I detangle my hair, I put a little conditioner in it, I rinse most of it out. Some days I will, scrunch in a little bit of gel, but sometimes I don't, and it's fine. I have never used this little product and been happy with my hair. And I am now, because it's in good condition. If I wanted my hair to look shinier, or wanted a sleeker look, then I might use something that has a silicone in it. Well, that's not true, because I'm hardcore CG. But I could use something that has a silicone in it, and it would not cause me to have a setback. It's not going to suck moisture out of my hair. What would cause me to have a setback is if I used those products and then decided that I didn't need to do the things that I've come to know I need to do to keep my hair moisturized, right? So I wash my hair twice a week, and that is a good balance for me to keep my hair in the condition that it needs to be in. If I were to start using, silicone products or mineral oils, and then decide that, oh, it feels good and it looks good, I can go another week, I can go 2 weeks, my hair would it would become dry, because I would not be hydrating it in the way that it needs to be hydrated. So I hope that makes sense. So the bottom line is, again, you have to know your hair. And the reason why I think silicones and mineral oils, and it doesn't just have to be, you can do the same thing with shea butter and, I don't know, something, I'm trying to think of another heavy butter, but anytime you are heavily coating your hair and you are, using lots and lots and lots of product, you can run the risk of masking what's actually going on with your strands. So I highly recommend that people, get to know their hair. Like, rock your hair naked one day just to see what is my hair really doing. If your naked hair is dry as a Sahara Desert, that means your hair is dry. You need more moisture. It doesn't mean that, oh, I just didn't use the right product. Does that make sense? If your hair is in good condition, it should be able to retain moisture for longer than, a few hours. So that's I hope that is helpful. I know that this might have been a little bit rambling, and I hope it didn't sound preachy, because that's not my intent. I just want to give a different perspective to things that are sort of thrown out there and we run with, either like avoid silicones at all cost, or they don't pose any problems at all. Neither one is necessarily true. It's all about knowing your hair. So again, hope that was helpful. I hope to be getting another video up relatively soon, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, have a good one, you guys.